At least for what I have seen, your characters have to face a really extreme situation, one of the most extremes that a healthcare worker has faced in a hospital. So how was the process of getting into the heads of those characters to understand how they acted under so much pressure?
Yeah, I mean, that is the process. We had no other choice but to get into the mindset of what it was like to be a doctor, a nurse, a staff worker, a patient, or a family member of a patient, or someone who was just, we all had to, get into that mindset and understand what these people went through, because what we're trying to do is put the audience in their shoes and live out the terror, which the story and our series does such a good job of presenting all these different perspectives on what happened.
Yeah, and the show is really exhausting. I mean, not in a bad way. It's like you are living what you're seeing as the audience. Was it as intense to shoot as it is to watch it?
It was for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was difficult. It was really one of the most difficult things I've taken on. Part of that was just filming in a pandemic, and albeit we felt so safe on set and the protocols were intact, and it was a healthy environment. We were shooting in Toronto for a lot of it. We shot it in New Orleans, but also mostly in Toronto, and Toronto was on lockdown and we were separated from our families. But in turn, I think we all drew near and dear to each other because we needed a family and we became family. When you portray such darkness and despair, and you end up, you gotta go to the flip side of it.
And what about you, Cherry? Was it as demanding to you? And did you feel that responsibility of telling this in a truthful and realistic way?
Absolutely, but the problem is whenever there's a trauma, unless you are right there going through it, you can't imagine. So all we could do was get as close to that as we could by doing all the research we could on that period, not only using Sherry Fink's extraordinary book, but also footage and stories and friends that I knew from New Orleans, and so with that help and with the superb script, we were able to approximate. But we'll be the last to say that we got as close as there's no getting close to it. Thank God, because who wants to go through that? But we did try, and John and Carlton, for example, were always so wonderful at helping us know where we were in the story, where we were in terms of heat exhaustion and lack of sleep, and all of that brings a semblance of reality to this imagined dramatization. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, and congrats for your work. It's amazing in the first 5 episodes, so I hope that in the 3 final episodes it's going to be even better. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.